Rod, I feel like we ask you just variations of this type of thing every single week, but just the way Brendan played last week, obviously you guys didn't come out on top, but just what have you made of his continued progression and just the continued progress he's made since you took over the offense in October?
Well, obviously there's progression there as, he's grown in just the game reps, right? And so I think he started out pretty slow, and he would admit that too, and then did some real nice things as well. Obviously it wasn't enough. And that's the bottom line to it, is that we didn't have enough good things, over the course of the game to get over the hump as far as getting the win. But as far as his progression, it continues. I mean, young guys do this a little bit, and what is it, game 5 now or 4 that I forget. So you're getting to a point where he does have good, a good rep base now, but it's still not a complete body of work, and still a lot of stuff to learn. We got a long ways to go, and but I like where we're headed for sure.
Hey, Coach, I want to ask you, you guys, I think it was by far your best rushing game of the season on Saturday. Just, I guess how pleased were you with that, and just kind of what do you feel like were the reasons behind that?
Well, our inside 3 guys played really good. It kind of starts and ends there, right? And I think just the time on task that we put in the run game, we said a few weeks ago, we got to get more production out of our run game, and for the commitment that we're putting to it. And we did this week. And, a lot of it has to do with those guys up front and the tight ends too, and the backs and all those things. And certainly when it was working like it was, we weren't going to go away from it. Felt like we had good control of it that way as far as, moving the ball with the run. And so really happy with it so far. Obviously, that's one game. We got to do it again.
Mason and Jack.
Coach, forgive me if this is too simple of a question, but when you have three rushers where they're all averaging 4 yards a carry with Sorsby included, what does that do for a young quarterback to know that he's got the kind of running game where if he misses a couple throws, there's still another element of the offense that's working?
Well, I think it takes a lot of pressure off, that when, you get to 2nd and 6 and you miss a throw and you still have the run available on 3rd down, or if you run it on 1st, get 2nd and 6 and miss the throw, that, you still have the run available, you're still in 3rd and medium, which is really, when you have the run game going, it provides you a lot more options. And I think that is great comfort from everybody on that. When you're in that situation. Now, the key is that we got to stay in that situation, and it still has to be productive. So I don't think it was a simple question. I think it was a good one.
Jack and Daniel.
Hey, Rod. Trent Holland has kind of gone from a guy that wasn't really playing a lot at the start of the year to, now he's getting 19 carries. Was he someone that, like, when you took over, you pointed to as, hey, he needs to get more yards, or kind of what has he done to build a bigger role?
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't think it was anything he didn't earn, right? So it's not like I came in and said, hey, we're just going to play this guy. That's not how football works. You got to earn it. And I think his consistent stuff, at least in the time I've been here over the past couple of years, is, he certainly has made that progression. And then you see again, when you get into a game and you've earned the opportunity to get into a game that, live reps, you have a steeper learning curve on that. And so those live reps count for quite a bit more than practice reps. And so that's the challenge, you got to earn your opportunity through practice reps, and then you got to make the most of them when you get on the field. And he certainly has done that. And it's credit to him, and really happy for him.
Daniel and back to Matt.
Yeah, kind of following up on that with Trent and then McCulley, Sorsby. I think EJ has 1 year left as well. The way that you guys kind of have a platform starting to form for 2024, how encouraging is that for you?
Good. I mean, listen, I think that, we're in the present right now with the bucket week, and, but certainly have thought about those things in the future. Don't spend a lot of time on them, but like the progression that everyone's making right now as far as what we're doing offensively. I like the progression. I don't like the results. And, that's something that comes along with the progression too. So we got to hurry that progression up, certainly this week, so we get the result that we want.
Matt and Seth.
Hey, Coach, I want to ask you actually kind of two questions. First, how are you? How are you enjoying being back in the grind? And Coach, I know you did it last year for the second half of the season, but kind of how are you enjoying it? And then second thing is, as a former player, what does the old Oakham Bucket mean to you?
So first questions first. The grind is the grind. I think if anybody would honestly sit here and say that they enjoy the grind 100% of the time, I think they would be lying to you. I think they call it a grind for a reason, and you're in it. But it's what I know. It's what I've done, for 30 years now. So I understand it, and certainly parts of it are super exciting, and other parts are grinding. Bucket game. Last year was my first year back involved in that since I played, and you remember all the emotions. And I just told the quarterbacks yesterday, from my perspective, that I can still, there are a lot of things, like I played a long time ago, and the guys give me a hard time. They say I played when we had leather helmets and stuff. But, I said there are a lot of things you can't remember as far as specifics, because it was a while ago. But the thing you can remember is the intensity of the game. And that has stayed with me my entire life. And so I shared that with them. So I'm excited for our players. I'm excited for our team this week that they get to feel that intensity. And because it is a special game, it is. Everyone knows about the bucket. And, certainly looking forward to the challenge on Saturday.
Seth, best one for Rod.
Rod, hearing the questions about Trent reminded me. I know he went down a couple times in the Michigan State game, was shaken up. Just wanted to see if he, how he came out of that game health-wise, if he's all good to go this week.
Well, health questions, Coach Allen's answers, and he deals with all that. So I don't have an update for you on that. And if I did, I'd let Coach Allen do it anyway. So that's how I'm going to answer that one. All right.
All right. Thanks, Rod.
Thanks, guys. See ya.